Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a free-to-play version of Metaphys. So, I've made a few videos for Metaphys decks so far, and they are by far of the new boxes and latest decks. People are always asking what to replace for certain cards, and it's, people don't have a lot of Metaphys Dimensions, people don't have all the cards they'd really want, like the Golden Sarcophagus, and all the better text for it. So I made a version that uses the more spicy texts that are out there, and only one copy of Metaphys Dimension, only 2 copies of Daedalus, everything else is rare and normal. Solemn Scolding you get from tickets, so they're no problem at all, and only 2 of them, so it's a pretty accessible, pretty affordable deck with some gems. We're using, of course, the standard heavy starter with 2 of each monster. I would suggest maybe cutting down on Ace of Metaphys and going with maybe 3 Nephthys, because Nephthys can't be searched with Nephthys. Nephthys is the one doing all the searching. So maybe bump that up to 3, because you don't really get to special summon it. It's hard to special summon it when it's it can't be searched, because you're usually special summoning what you're searching. But so we're using 1 Metaphys Factor. Of course, it's good to search with our Nephthys. We have 3 ways to banish. We have our Lupine and our Ace of Metaphys. We also have a secret way to banish, our Lady Assailant of Flames. She'll flip and banish and do a little bit of damage, 800 damage to your opponent, but she'll banish 3 of our monsters. That'll give you tons of life point gain. That'll activate their effects in the standby next turn. Pretty useful, pretty solid. And then we have Solemn Scolding, which in combination with Soul Absorption makes it so, it's such a strong card. You just negate anything, a summon, a spell, a trap card, an effect, negate anything. You just have to pay 3,000 life points. It has to be the only face down card you own, which is a real easy requirement to meet to this. And you can use multiple when you're using Soul Absorption, which gives you 500 life points each time a card is banished for each card. So when you use it in combination with Lady Assailant, you get 1,500. If you have 2 out, you get 3,000. These are all face-up cards, so you don't really have to worry. And then, of course, just the regular Metaphys plays. So they're spicy text, guys. You don't need to wail out and get all 3 of the URs to run this archetype. Just play it, you'll learn it, and then it'll be simple, and you'll be confident. You'll have way more fun. Try it out, guys. Thanks for watching. So Soul Absorption can get pretty bananas if you let it. It gets pretty crazy out there. Here I believe we're fighting the mighty Blue Eyes, who you just saw everywhere in the tournament. Let's see how it goes. Heavy starter. Pretty good hand. We have a Soul Absorption already, an Ace of Metaphys, a Nephthys, and a Lady Assailant. Start with the Lady Assailant, play that face up. He sets 1 face down. It's a red eyes. It's a Blue Eyes, so we know it's probably an Ancient Stone. We pull into our Solemn Scolding. Now we're about to gain some life points, so that Solemn Scolding's all good. We're going to use the Ace of Metaphys, do another banish for more life points, and a draw. We get another Ace of Metaphys. We can banish it later with this card. And we're going to get our search with our Nephthys in the standby. We do not attack his Ancient Stone, because we don't want it summoning itself just yet. We search a Tyrant Dragon with our Nephthys. Here, he normal summoned a Keeper of the Shrine, so he now has a Keeper in the graveyard, and special summons an Armades. We wait for the Armades. Now, we have 6,000 life points in the blink of an eye, guys, so that's no problem. It's like we only paid 1,000 points for that Solemn Scolding. We get rid of an Armades. It's now the end phase. He brings out a Spirit of White. What's he gonna banish? He banishes our Ace of Metaphys. Sucks for him, we have another. So even when that's banished, we get a Soul Absorption, a little more life points, another Ace of Metaphys. We're gonna banish our Tyrant Dragon, pull into a Lupine. More life points from that banish. Look at the life points, guys. Already back to 4,000. Summon the Lupine, banish Nephthys and the Daedalus. So we have each 3 banished. We get double Soul Absorption, another 1,000 life points, back up to 5,000. Crazy. Now we get our Daedalus effect to send another Nephthys. We're going to use Ace of Metaphys, to switch the positions of our monsters, and Soul Absorption to gain another 500. So much going on. Metaphys effect lets us search a Daedalus. Tyrant Dragon lets us summon that Daedalus. Daedalus will let us banish special summon monsters. The banish of that Daedalus gives us another 500 points. He brings out an Ancient Stone, attacks into our Daedalus, does not kill himself, activates his own Keeper of the Shrine. Now in the end phase, Ancient Stone again brings out another Ancient of White, gives him another banish, gets our Ace of Metaphys again, triggers our Soul Absorption again. Look at the life points, guys. Such a long duel. He's floating, protecting us from swinging. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna search our one and only Metaphys dimension. Summon 2 Daedalus, one's normal summon, one's about to get banished from the Tyrant Dragon effect. Swing into a Spirit of White. He has a second Keeper of the Shrine. I go out of my way to not kill the first Keeper of the Shrine. Has a second Keeper of the Shrine. Crazy, crazy. We get a destroy 1 with our other Daedalus. We lose 1 Daedalus from the Tyrant Dragon event, but that gives us some more life points. Now we activate our Metaphys dimension before the stand 5 phase, where our banished Daedalus gets to give us another banish, allowing us to banish Keeper of the Shrine, which is a very good card to banish because now his effects are gone. No problem. We have 6 banished cards to retrieve were he to special summon a monster, but he doesn't. We use our Metaphys to search Metaphys Factor. Use our Metaphys Factor, normal summon a Tyrant Dragon, swing with the Tyrant Dragon. He actually did have a Sphere Kuriboh, so he wasn't just giving up. He has 2 Sphere Kuribohs for both our attacks. The duel goes on. Such a long duel, guys. He sets 1 card face down. Our Tyrant Dragon gets banished from the Metaphys Factor effect. That lets us banish that back row. There's a treacherous trap hole about to get us. Gain 5,000 more life points. 9,000 life points at the end of this super long duel versus top tier Blue Eyes, guys. Crazy. Free to play. Let's go. So having Solemn Scolding is just really strong. Such a strong card to begin with. It counters everything. So when you can really use it with the life points and not worry too much, it's pretty good. So here we're going second. It's usually pretty good for a Metaphys deck. You want to go second. You have a Lady Assailant and a Soul Absorption. Our enemy is a 6 Samurai. We play our Soul Absorption, play our Ace of Metaphys. Throw away a Tyrant Dragon, that lets us draw 1. We draw into a Lupine, gain 500 points from our life absorption. Pretty good. He loses attack points from Ace of Metaphys. We normal summon our Lupine, throw away the Metaphys from our hand, and a Daedalus from the deck. So we have 1 of every monster banished. We're getting more Soul Absorption life points from the banishes. We're already up to 5,500 life points. Swing over his Kizaru. He had a dual wield down there, didn't want to use it. Probably thought he could wait for our bigger monsters, but it's not going to happen. So we banish with our Daedalus, we banish another Metaphys. That switches the position of our monster thanks to Ace of Metaphys. Now our Metaphys goes off, that lets us search a Tyrant Dragon. Now Tyrant Dragon goes off, that lets us summon the Tyrant Dragon, and that's all the Metaphys combos we have in the deck. So now, we get another Metaphys that we banished with the Daedalus. That's going to let us search for the 1 Metaphys Factor. Play the Metaphys Factor, that's going to let us normal summon our Daedalus. He'll be banished in a couple turns, but it won't last a couple turns. We swing once with Tyrant Dragon, swing twice with Tyrant Dragon, and swing with the Daedalus, and it's already over, guys. So even when you're not running the dimension plays, there's still a lot of plays to be had. So I believe this is just a quick little replay I wanted to tack on to show you an interaction between Kawaki Mirror monsters and Solemn Scolding. So it should be pretty interesting. It's what I'm thinking of. So let's see what we're fighting. Yep, we got our Solemn Scolding. 2 face-up cards. It is the Kawaki Mirror, so yeah, it's the duel I'm thinking of. He gets 1 Diamond Core, 2 diamond core, just use him on his first turn, doesn't care at all. Ends his turn. 5,000 life points, he feels safe. We get a soul absorption. We play our Metaphys Factor, we play our Solemn Scolding, and we're gonna normal summon our Nephthys and swing for some damage. Now here is where it gets crazy. So you can see he used his diamond core. That gives us a soul absorption. He brings out his Quackimiro Maximus. Now I'm going to stop the special summoning, so it's going to look like he's just getting destroyed, but he's actually getting negated. Now, if I was to do that versus a Neos, Neos would be able to use Neos Fusion and protect himself, but Diamond Core here doesn't protect him. So, at the end of our phase, our Metaphys banishes himself. He thought he was going to be able to ice it because of special summon. It was actually normal summon because of Metaphys Factor, so ice is useless. So our standby phase, we get our Metaphys search, we're going to search our trap, and then set the trap. We would normal summon our Tyrant Dragon, swing into him, have our trap for when the Tyrant Dragon got banished the next turn, and be all good, guys. Great stuff. So here we have a Pegasus player. I'm not exactly sure what he's playing. We're going first. Not always the best. You don't really have super sick first turn plays. Flame Assailant works pretty well. So here we're fighting a Toon World. Heavy Starter activates. We get a Flame Assailant, a Lupine, and an Ace of Metaphys. That's all our ways of banishing. Well, we know he's not going to attack into our Flame Assailant. Since he is Toon, he uses the Blackstone of Legend to summon Red Eye's Toon Dragon, double sets, plays a Toon World, or sorry, Toon Kingdom, ends his turn. We're gonna flip our Flame Assailant up, banish 3 cards. We don't banish anything good but a Metaphys. Use our Lupine, banish a Daedalus and a Tyrant Dragon. We now have all 3 effects coming next turn. Ace of Metaphys again, so the effects go when we Daedalus banish. That's going to switch the positions of our monsters. Putting our boys in offense, not that it matters, they attack directly anyway. Get a Nephthys search. Going to search for the Daedalus. Now we get our Tyrant Dragon summon. Going to summon that Daedalus and banish his Red Eyes Toon Dragon. And that's it. He scoops, couldn't take the banish. Probably had nothing in the back row. Super fast, super cool stuff, guys. So, if you've gone one time through the box, if you only have 1 trap, you only have 2 Daedalus, there's still plenty of techs you can do. Not even just these. You could get Canadias, you could get Floodgates, whatever you got, guys. Don't be discouraged from still trying the archetypes. Keep trying them. It still works, even if it's not optimal. It's great stuff, guys. Thanks for watching.